Hey, what is up everybody? So today's video is going to be a book haul video. It feels like forever since I've done one of these videos. That's because I haven't been buying a lot of books. So I have a fairly amount of books here that I have accumulated over the months of August and September. It's just I haven't been buying a lot because, you know, I'm saving up for my trip that's happening next month. I am so excited. So this will probably be the last book haul that I'm going to have to show you for a while until I can have some more money to buy some more books. So for this month, it was my birthday on the 24th, and I didn't really receive any books, but I did go kind of book shopping the day after. I was pretty busy on my birthday. So why don't I just show you guys what I've got. So first up, I bought If I Stay by Gail Forman. I wanted to buy this because of the movie that just came out. Had not seen it yet, but I said I wanted to read the book first before I seen the movie, and I really don't like the sticker right here. I should probably take it out, but I don't want to mess the book cover up. But anyway, I heard a lot of good things about this story, and I hope to read it pretty soon. Next up, I bought The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I've actually been kind of hesitating to buy this because I've heard a lot of mixed reviews of this, but I might as well just kind of go in and try to see for myself how it is, see if I like it or not. This would actually be the only book that I've ever read of Maggie Stiefvater, so hopefully I like it. Next up, I got The Queen of the Tyrling by Erica Johansson. I've seen a lot of booktubers been grabbing this, but for me this is more of a cover buy because this cover is just gorgeous. I love the gold here, the outline here, and then the spine. It's like classic, you know. And then the deckled edges. But then you also get, it's kind of stuck. I like how they put a ribbon in this. It's pretty cool. And then look under here. Then you got the spine under the dust jacket here. It's just, the story looked pretty good. I've heard already that they're making this into a movie and that Emma Watson was going to be the lead character, so probably once the movie starts developing, I guess I'll start reading this. This next book I kind of really wanted to get because recently I read the Percy Jackson series, and then they were having a kind of a book where this is more of the Greek gods. And I like Greek mythology, so I thought I wanted to pick it up. But I did not realize it was going to be a humongous type of book. And that is Percy Jackson and the Greek Gods. Or Percy Jackson's Greek Gods. And it's by Rick Riordan and illustrated by John Rocco. I'm guessing that's how you say it. And like I said, I did not realize it was going to be this big. It's pretty heavy. But I was checking out inside the book, and it has some really nice illustrations, like that. And I'm guessing this is told from Percy Jackson's perspective. I'm not sure. It's more about each of the Greek gods. So, haven't read it yet, but I'll get into it. Next up, I got Anti-Goddess by Kendra Blake. This is the author from Anna Dressed in Blood. I've actually never read it, nor do I have it. I'm guessing this is the first book of what's called the Goddess War, and this is the paperback version. So that's why it's a different cover than the hardcover edition. And like I said, love Greek mythology, and that's what this is kind of about. You know what? Let me read the back. It says, "Oh God, oh gods never die," or so Athena thought. But then the feathers started sprouting beneath her skin, invading her lungs like a strange cancer, and Hermes shows up with a fever eating away his flesh. So much for living a quiet eternity in perpetual health. Desperately seeking the cause of their slow, miserable deaths, Athena and Hermes travel the world, gathering allies and discovering enemies both new and old. Their search leads them to Cassandra, an ordinary girl who was once an extraordinary prophetess, protected and loved by a god. These days, Cassandra doesn't involve herself in the business of gods. In fact, she doesn't even know they exist. But she could be the key in a war that is only just beginning. Because Hera, the queen of the gods, has aligned herself with others of the ancient Olympians who are killing off rivals in an attempt to prolong their own lives. But these anti-gods who become corrupted in their desperation to survive horrific I don't know this word caricature of their former glory. Athena will need every advantage she can get because immortals don't just flicker out. Every one of them dies in their own way. Some choke on feathers. Others become monsters. All of them rage against their last breath. The goddess war is about to begin. So this looked very interesting to me, and I can't wait to read it. Next up is a new anticipated book that just came out earlier of this month, and that's Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. This is the third book of the Throne of Glass series, and I just started reading the Throne of Glass series, so I don't know what to expect going into this book yet. I heard a lot of good things about this one. I hear, each of the books keep getting better and better, and I'll let you know what I think of Throne of Glass once I talk about my wrap up later on. Because it is the third book, I can't say much. Next up is a new book that just came out actually a day before my birthday, and I really wanted to get this, and that is Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld. It's a heavy book too once you get it, and pretty thick. The reason why I wanted to get this was actually my first Scott Westerfeld book. I've read a chapter sampler of it, and I was really getting into it. So I was pretty bummed that, I want more after I read that, and I'm glad I have it, and now I can finish it. The story is kind of told in two different perspectives, but it's more like a story within a story. Let's see if I can make sense of it. You have the main character, whose name is Darcy. She just recently found out that her novel is going to be published. But she's she just graduated from high school, and her parents kind of want her to go to college first before she starts becoming, author like she always wanted to be. And the other perspective is kind of told within her story, Darcy's novel, where the main character is named Lizzie, and she's trying to survive a terrorist attack that's going on. That's what her novel is all about. So that's why I say it's a story within a story. Now that I have the book, like I said, I have the book. I'm going to read it. Just see how it goes. I hope I like the rest of it. Next book I got is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. Gabaldon, I think that's how you pronounce it. This has been getting a lot of hype because of the Stars series. Well, this book has become a TV show now. And I've actually seen the pilot episode, and it looked pretty interesting. So I stopped it right there, and I said I'm going to buy the book and see how the book goes. I've heard some booktubers, actually no, one booktuber, what's her name? Tashopoulos, I think her name is, has been raving about it and wants people to read this ASAP. So I can't wait to read this and see how the story goes, the rest of the story goes, because it just looks that interesting. So if you've ever been to Barnes & Noble's, you know how they have these classic collectibles, some of them in leather-bound type editions, and I've seen the Fiction Fairy. She's a booktuber I watch. I think you guys should check her out if you guys don't know who that is. I've seen a video where she collected all of these classics, and while I was at Barnes & Noble's, I said, you know what, I'll get one for myself. So I actually bought two of them. One of them I really wanted to get. I thought they really didn't have it at first because it wasn't there, but it said in the computer that it was in stock. It was just hiding underneath all these other leather-bound books. So yeah. So the one I wanted to get was The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. I've seen the movie of this with Jim Caviezel, the actor Jim Caviezel. If you guys don't know who that is, watch Person of Interest. Very good. He's awesome, I think. It also stars Henry Cavill, if you guys don't know who that is. Superman. Very handsome. Very cute. And I think you guys should watch the movie. It's pretty good. what the story is about, it's about a man who's been falsely accused of treason, and he ends up going to prison, and he's been there for 14 years until he escapes, and is trying to find this treasure that an inmate told him about that is on the island of Monte Cristo. So he finds the treasure, and he decides to return to his homeland to seek revenge in the new name, Monte Cristo. So that way nobody can recognize him once he gets there. So it's a pretty thick book, and hopefully I read it pretty soon. And then the other classic I bought, they did a movie out of this, so I was like, yeah, I might as well read it. And that is Jurassic Park and The Lost World by Michael Crichton. I'm sure some of you know what the story is about if you guys seen Jurassic Park. It has dinosaurs in it. Love the movie that Steven Spielberg did, and hopefully the story is, I don't know if it's going to be kind of the same or how well they're kind of linked together, but hopefully maybe it's a little different than the movie version. So I have not read this ever before, so hopefully I enjoy it as much as I did in the movie. So that is all the books that I have collected through August and September, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Comment down below of what you guys thought of the books, or if you have read any or want to read any. That'd be great. So that is all for this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.